Okay, y'all. So read Proverbs 31. We starting at verse 10. Because verse 1 through 9 is a different story for a different day. We're gonna start at verse 10. A wife of noble character, who can find? Now I have the version. This is the, what's it called? I know it's the new international version, but it's the side by side. That's what it is. So it gives me the new international version, and then it gives the message of what is actually being said. So I'll show you kind of what it looks like. So I start here, a wife of noble character who can find. And over here it says a good woman is hard to find. Might be backwards on y'all's, but just flow with me, right? A wife of noble character who can find. A good woman is hard to find. That's what it's saying. And she's worth far more than diamonds. And over here it says worth far more than rubies. You're valuable. You may think, and this is me. So when I'm speaking to you, I'm speaking to me. You may be in the gas station, nobody hollering at you. You may be in a crowd of people, nobody hollering at you. You may be anywhere and you're like, man, people don't holler at me. I just had a friend say, yeah, men holler at me all the time. I be in the gas station, I be into this, I be into that, and they be hollering at me. That don't happen to you, Kiana. I feel like you are so beautiful. And I'm like, I know I'm beautiful. And I used to have trouble with this and be like, why, God, does it seem like nobody's interested in me? And I used to feel like, like I find me attractive. And that's the best thing, is finding yourself attractive first, right? So from there, God is putting you on reserve. You have to understand, just like when we have fine china, everybody not eating off that fine china, huh? That fine china, it's reserved. Listen, I only pull it out on special occasions. A diamond, I don't want everybody touching it, getting their hands on it, getting their fingerprints on it, because this is going to get all blurry. It's not going to look all shiny and stuff. Somebody might drop it. Somebody may not have as much care for it as I will. As precious as diamonds. Not everybody has diamonds. Not everybody has diamonds. Not everybody knows how to care for their things. You understand what I'm saying? God has you on reserve. So please be grateful in your single season for the protection that God has over your life. Because, let's read on. You're valuable. You're being saved for your husband. Why? Because your husband, he trusts you without reserve. Her husband has full confidence in her and lacks nothing of value. Over here, her husband trusts her without reserve and never has reason to regret it. He trusts you. And in this world, it's difficult to trust. But he trusts you. Why? Just like I talked about in my previous video, you have that women's intuition that God speaks to you about this covenant. God speaks to you about this marriage ministry that you're running. That I trust my wife. I'm going to take it to my wife, who I confide in. That if I feel like I'm not getting the answers about this covenant, about what's going on, I can go to my wife, because I know that the Lord speaks to her and see what he's telling her. She goes into prayer for me. She goes into prayer with me. She stands at the gates. He trusts her. And so I trust her. Her husband trusts her and does not regret it. You understand? This is a godly marriage that God is speaking about. And I feel like we need to break it down and talk about it. He trusts her. God trusts her, and your husband trusts you. Because he knows when he gets advice from you that you have that leadership from God, that you wouldn't lead him astray. You wouldn't just run off emotion. You're going to give him the words that God said. And even when it looked blurry, I trust my wife. And you trusting in your wife means you're trusting in the Lord, who trusts in your wife as well. That even if she says something, that God will make those crooked paths straight. A ministry.